Wow, it's a gorgeously warm day in the studio today. Very unseasonable warmth for this time of year. It's been a busy week. Schools finally went back. I actually put my back out at the beginning of the week, which didn't help. And I had to drive up to London yesterday to take my work to the David Shepherd exhibition at the Moore Galleries. It was their submission day. Luckily, my son hadn't started, so he had the lucky job of driving up with me to give me a hand. All their work is now up for sale online, so I'll link below and you can look through. There's some amazing work this year. I will talk a little bit further on about some of the works that have really caught my eye and that I think are possibly some sure things for their category winners or potentially even overall. It's a really fun thing I like to do every year, and just acknowledge some of the incredible work and the incredible sort of fundraising and passion people have for the wildlife conservation amongst the art world. The day didn't start very well, as I realised I'd actually submitted the wrong elephant to the Signet Gallery in Chelsea, so a panicked drive there to collect it. Thankfully it hadn't sold, and we had a quick peek around the new exhibition, some really lovely works on the walls. I'm very kind of James to have held that elephant for me. On to the Moore Galleries. Always a little stressful driving through London. It's always very exciting to arrive there and see all the other artists. My son had to lift everything down for me, hopefully not clunking it off the steps. And off we went. So that was it. Work delivered safely, the correct work at last, and we set off home. Hilariously, as we went past St James's Palace, we managed to pick up a police escort. I'm really not sure how or who they were meant to be escorting. I don't think anyone was fooled by my filthy car. But off we drove to Buckingham Palace with a police outriders, which my son very much enjoyed, definitely perked up his morning. I'm going to run through some of the selection of works that I think might do well in the presentation on Monday. Be really interested to see if you agree with me, or if you have a look through the online catalogue, please tell me any of the works that you think really stand out. It'll be really interesting to see what wins on Monday night. The Journey by Karen Lawrence Rowe is my pick for the abstract category. It's quite simple initially, and then you see these amazing details like the giraffe shadows and it's extraordinary. I can't wait to see it in the flesh. This is The Boss by Emma Swift. I love the use of colour here and the movement behind the buffalo. I think the contrast of detail and texture is amazing. I think this is going to be the judge's pick. This is a really well-known artist in Africa, and I think this is really going to appeal to the judges for animal behaviour. Nick Jones is just an extraordinary artist, and I think this painting of icebergs is a really standout piece for me. I believe he won last year, so he's unlikely to win overall, but in this category I think there's nothing much to touch him. I love the stillness and the beauty and the amazing use of contrasting colour to really achieve that light. I do think this drawing by Jess Pritchard has a chance though. I really like it. It's quite an unusual composition. It's quite dramatic. It'll be interesting to see it in the flesh. This is Duma by Detlef. I thought I'd mention this one because it really is a beautiful painting, and his style has come on so much in the past couple of years. A guy who does a huge amount for animal conservation, and it's one of my favourite works that I've ever seen by him. I love this sculpture by Pascal Chesneau. He's an extraordinary sculptor and quite humorous. It's never too dark, his work. I love the Amazon barcode sort of painting / sculpture. It's quite an unusual concept. This is Hope by Sarah Meikle. I love the use of colour in this. It's brilliant, and the use of texture and the really clever sort of circular composition really stands out to me. So for Into the Blue category, this is The Light Beneath by Chris McBain. Really love this one. The limited palette, the use of mark making, very pretty, very attractive. I think that could do quite well. This is A Boo by Sarah Lake. I think this will be the judge's choice. They really love a sort of technical pencil drawing, and it's pretty dramatic, good composition. So I think that'll do quite well. I actually love this one, the Raven Revelations by Irinia Court. It's a really attractive painting, great use of colour and movement. I love it. It's very loose, very dramatic. That would be my pick. Finally, in the 18 and under category, we have Getting Extinct by Rhythm Guy. I really like this one. It's so lovely seeing work by such young artists, but this one has a really good composition and use of material and is quite a mature work for such a young artist. Finally, we have my painting, The Midas Touch. I hope this will do well. It's in the animal behaviour category. It probably doesn't quite tick those boxes, I would have thought, but it's great to have it up in the mall galleries, especially as it's such a big piece. This is my second piece, The Elephant. I really love this one. It's a sort of marked move forward in style for me. And so, I hope it stands out when it's on the wall at the mall galleries. One exciting development this week has been the opening of a new shop in Bracknell that is also an art shop. There are so few art shops left round here. I order pretty much everything online these days through Jackson's, and so it was really lovely to go and have a browse, and it was so well laid out, so I thought we'd just take a quick spin round that to tempt you. We visited the new Sostran Green shop in Bracknell today, which was really attractive, just so well laid out and such a lovely array of products and really clever things like those round dark canvases I thought was so appealing to work on. Lots of different crafts, knitting, embroidery, beading, with the sort of products that would appeal from anyone, from young to old, amateur to professional. I thought it was really well laid out. So that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed your studio visit. I need to get back to my desk in the studio next door because I've had my first Christmas card order, so I need to get that packed and dispatched to the post office. And I'm also decorating some vouchers for a lovely lady who's booked a workshop for her and her friends for a birthday later in the year. I will let you know what happens on Monday night, so stay tuned. And let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like me to cover in the forthcoming videos. Bye!